Hey everybody, this is the White Sheep, and I'm joined here with Nick, a member of the discussion, and we are here to discuss probably like the biggest news of the week by far. Superman's suit has been revealed, and a lot of people were a little underwhelmed. I know I've got Josh's thoughts on it. He couldn't be with us today, but I've got his thoughts. I'm going to share that with you guys. But Nick, just a quick instant reaction to it.
Looks good. Looks pretty awesome.
Personally, I mean, let's not call it what it isn't. Let's call it what it is. They didn't change anything major. Like, if you came here expecting like a hugely different suit, you might be a little disappointed. I mean, Nick, you brought up beforehand, like the size of the symbol's smaller. They changed the rib things. It looks to me like they might have brought the neckline up a little bit, so you couldn't see any super chest hair. Other than that, like maybe a little more yellow in the symbol, but that's really it. And I know. There's a difference with the belt, too. I guess people are noticing that might be an S there in the centerpiece.
Super S in the belt.
And I do like the little silvery piece, but I mean, to me, I didn't mind the Man of Steel suit. I actually liked it. It was a more modern look. It wasn't, because for me, my goal is like New 52 suit. I want to see that in the movies at one point. But I think this is like the closest we've ever gotten, and I don't mind. I think the bottom line is if you hate the Man of Steel suit, you're gonna hate this. If you like the Man of Steel suit, you're going to like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a whole lot of change, it's just subtle changes to it, basically.
Minor aesthetic tweaks. And I guess I should bring this up. I run the risk of, I guess, being called a copycat from the CBC, but I mean, it's been around everywhere. Everybody's speculating that this could be Gotham in the background, so I'm going to call that what it is and just say it's speculation. That would certainly have an interesting impact on the movie if it was just solely in Gotham, and I think that would definitely change the tone. Because I guess now, like Nick, you said now they've wrecked Metropolis, they're going to wreck Gotham in this one.
Probably.
Yeah, it definitely looks like that. Anyways, and there are a ton of other Man of Steel rumors flying around right now, and I want to keep these in separate videos just so we can spend this one solely talking on the suit. So, Nick, I would say, what's your favorite improvement on this suit? I mean, because there are only a few, but I mean they are noticeable the more you look at them. So, which do you think is the best?
I think the symbol change is the best one. It looks like there's actual yellowish or gold inside of the S, because the Man of Steel one, it was black at some points and then slightly yellowing, and I don't know.
I mean, to me, honestly, my favorite is bringing the neckline a little bit up because the chest hair was a little weird. But I mean, it's just this suit. The coloring to me isn't awful. I know some people are saying they have to up the saturation by 1,000%. But I mean, to me, the coloring's not off. Yeah, it's not like Reeves Superman, but I mean, it's not gray. And a lot of that has to do with the filter, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, the cinematographer for Man of Steel, I guess they just decided to shoot it with this filter over the movie. It made everything look great and washed out, and so.
Yeah, I mean, Snyder goes to that filter a lot, though. I mean, if you notice what's the movie? Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is very sort of that same way where it was a little bit washed out. And he does that, too, in, The Immortals was a good example of that, where everybody kind of looked really pale and washed, like you said. New cinematographer, though, right?
Yeah, it's the guy that he worked with on Watchmen and 300.
So hopefully that means, because Watchmen had a ton of bright colors. I mean, it was dark at points, but there was definitely a color to it, and the colors were vibrant when they were there.
Yeah, it's funny, too, the Superman photo looks a lot like a 300 poster.
It kind of does. And that's one thing, and before we go any forward, let me get you Josh's thoughts on this. And I will say Josh is not as temperate as me and Nick are. Josh hates this with a burning passion. However, it's not the suit that he hates, it's how they chose to reveal the suit, because he doesn't mind the suit. The issue for him is the fact that it's you put him in this background, this rainy background, gray, cloudy, and I quote him verbatim here, he's like, Superman runs on the sun. Why would you not reveal Superman in the sun? Why wouldn't you reveal him in Metropolis? And in his own words, this is like revealing Aquaman in a desert. Which, who knows, that may still happen. We haven't seen Aquaman yet. But it's kind of weird. We get Gotham, or we get Batman and sort of, I guess with the Batmobile inside, and I guess he just left Superman standing out in the rain. But this has already been like the topic of a ton of photoshops, funny stuff like Brokeback Dawn of Justice with him and Batman, I guess cuddling a little bit. But I mean, like I said, but could he be older, Nick, in this picture? He kind of does look it.
Yeah, well, it's apparently supposed to be set 3 years after or something, so...
I mean, some comics, like Superman lives forever, so I don't get how that's happening. But I think, personally, it's just the light to me. It looks a little bit... I think it just makes him look like he has gray in his hair.
Yeah. Going back to how we brought up how it's the first look at Gotham, probably, is that I like how Gotham looks. So, in the Nolan movies, it kind of, didn't really look like Gotham. It just looked like a city.
Yeah, it was, I guess, that was intentional to make it, feel like, hey, this could happen. But, because the Nolan thing was a realism, but it looks like Gotham if it is Gotham, and credit to where it's due. The CBC already reported it was Gotham. IGN before them, I think, reported it was Gotham, so it's out there. I'm not going to feel bad about saying it, but I would say it is speculation. I mean, unless the World Engine did something really fucked up to Metropolis. Anyways, I guess that about wraps it up. Overall, I'm positive on it. I think Josh is kind of meh on it, but mainly just because of the background. Nick, any final thoughts?
Looks good. I want to see, the suits together now, in color. I don't know. Bright.
Keep them side by side. Hopefully not cuddling. Anyways, that's it for this video. Signing off, this is The White Sheep.
And I'm Nick.
And we'll see you next time.